Hello, it is me, Rex the dog. We're back with another laundry stream. So the other day I was doing the coloured laundry, and now we're doing the whites. But yeah, I am back. I am feeling a little bit more fresh, so I was getting a little bit kind of worn out and defeated. Let me see if I can tilt this old camera up a little bit so you can get a little bit more of the Rex head in frame, whatever. Maybe am I tweaking this much? Am I caring too much? Whenever have I cared before? But yeah, I was a little bit sort of physically defeated. We're bouncing back. I mean, this is what the hell's going on out there? This is the kind of thing that, the cycle I go through. But the point is, I want to try and break the cycle. So even though I'm feeling a bit more rested now, I'm aiming, and I'm going to integrate rest more into my routine rather than just resting when I physically need to because I get battered down. I'm gonna consistently rest so we don't kind of get to those desperate points. At least that's the aim. So feeling a little bit better, but gonna work to maintain this rather than get that brutal wake up call of, hey dude, you need to rest. That comes from the that's a nice little dun dun dun. That tends to come from the overworking. So one thing that I've kind of done, one thing I started doing yesterday, and I'm gonna see how this works, is I'm switching up my alarm system. A lot of us use an alarm to wake up, right? And yeah, that's important because you got places to be and you sleep in, you've screwed the pooch, right? But I've got a really, really good internal body clock. When I want to wake up in the morning, I wake up at the same time every morning, or I can even sort of mentally set the time I want to wake up. I can just do that. I believe it's outlined in a Jack Reacher book. I think Jack Reacher can do that as well. He's not real, but I am. Yeah, I don't think this is like a rare trait that I have. I think this with scheduled sort of people, the ability to sort of like know when you want to wake up and wake up at that time, or maintain this routine of waking up at the same time all the time. I just said time a bunch there. I don't think that's totally rare. I don't think that's some sort of like superpower I have. Maybe it seems like a superpower to you, but I do think it's a little bit more common than we may think. Anyway, my point is, alarms for wake up in the morning, although I sometimes do apply them, I don't need them. What I started to do yesterday, which I had the idea for, and I'm gonna trial this and run this forward for the coming weeks, is I set an alarm for bedtime. So as important as getting up at the same time every day for your routine, your circadian rhythms, your general well-being, your dopamine supplies, your everything ever. As much as getting up at the same time every day, go to bed at the same time every day can really, really help this as well. Now, obviously, we have some sort of flexibility in this because sometimes there's events, sometimes there are specific things happening which require you to, by necessity or simply because you want to live a little, right? There are times where you do not go to bed at exactly the same time. But, I want to try and aim to go to bed at nearly the same time every single day. So, what I've done is I've implemented my alarm, and I'm going to see how this works, my alarm to go off when it's bedtime. So I'm doing an alarm for bedtime and my body naturally waking up for the morning, which I think is the reverse of what most people do, right? They kind of go to bed when their body sort of makes them kind of pass out because they're just doom scrolling till they pass out, or watching episodes of anime until they pass out, or whatever. I'm gonna do the opposite, right? I'm going to set my alarm to tell me when to go to bed, just like, hey, no more, stop collecting Pokemon, stop whatever you're doing, right? And go to bloody bed. So I'm on my alarm to tell me to go to bed, and my natural right to wake me up. Morning is broken. So that's something I'm gonna see how that kind of works. Alarm for bedtime. Natural rising of the sun for wake up time. So that's something I started doing that last night. I'm going to see how that continues to go. The other thing that I want to know about, so I guess this is another Seek Your Wisdom, okay? Because you guys, the Rex audience, you guys directed me in the direction of the Drawbox Challenge and, you know, a lot of the books and things that I've got for drawing art. Like this book here. Like this book here, which I've been really, really finding incredibly useful. How to Draw by Scott Robertson. Okay, I might do a review or something of this after I get deeper into it, because I've been finding this super useful. But yeah, you guys helped me and gave me advice and expertise for when it comes to, you know, entering the world of art. I ask you again the same question because my computer is very temperamental. It went poo-poo caca yesterday. And it is operational right now, but it does feel very temperamental, and I don't understand why it is or is not operational. So if I want to learn about, you know, the basics of computer components, I want to learn about, like, you know, how Windows XP actually works on the back end and stuff like that, where do I start? So computer nerdy people, where do I start to learning about home computers and how they work? Because as somebody who uses a computer a lot, I really think I should know how my tool works and how my tool is put together, because then I can maintain it. Because honestly, I know nothing about computers, at least modern computers, so I don't know how to maintain it, which you need to be able, a craftsman needs to be able to maintain his tools. So I ask you again, I seek your wisdom again. If anybody knows a good starting point for people to learn about home computers, how they operate, on a hardware and software level, an operating system level, that would be very, very appreciated. But the computer is working again. I should be able to get back to streams, as I said though, with integrated rests for me. Peace out, everybody. Take care. And tell me how you're doing. Tell me how you sleep. And yeah, computer stuff. Help.